Moving on now, after weeks of intense electoral battle, Australia's opposition leader Anthony Albanese has now claimed victory in the country's national election. This came after outgoing Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison conceded defeat following the election results. The Labour Party will now return to power after being in opposition for almost a decade. Albanese, who is the leader of the Australian Labour Party, is slated to become the country's 31st Prime Minister. He has served as a Member of Parliament in Australia since 1996. He was the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia in 2013 and also served as a Cabinet Minister between 2007 and 2013. During his victory speech, Australian Prime Minister-elect Albanese pledged to bring Australians together, saying he would lead a government worthy of the people of Australia.
I want to seek our common purpose and promote unity and optimism, not fear and division. It is what I have sought to do throughout my political life and what I will bring to the leadership of our country. It is a show of strength to collaborate and work with people, not weakness. I want to find that common ground where together we can plant our dreams. To unite around our shared love of this country, our shared faith in Australia's future, our shared values of fairness and opportunity, and hard work and kindness to those in need.
The Albanese government will inherit a number of issues that will need immediate attention. Firstly, the growing tensions with China needs to be tackled. Rising security tensions in the Pacific continue to remain a key point of concern. Tensions over the China and Solomon Island Security Pact persists. The pact was finalized last month and allows Beijing to deploy armed military personnel to the small nation situated northeast of Australia. The signing of the pact intensified conflict between Beijing and Canberra and was highly criticised by the outgoing Morrison government. Experts, however, believe that a change in guard in Canberra will now improve the trajectory of the Australia-China relations. Secondly, important challenge will be countering inflation issue and the rising cost of living in the country. Scott Morrison's defeat comes after the pandemic hit Australia witnessed inflation of 5.1%. Albanese has put forward a proposal to increase the minimum wage by at least 5.1% to keep pace with inflation. Food security is another challenge that the Morrison government was facing, and now the Albanese government has to deal with the tensions over food supplies as that persists amid the ongoing Ukrainian-Russian conflict, which has disrupted supply chains. Now, last but not least, the Albanese government also needs to focus on the key challenges of climate crisis. This comes as Australia witnessed one of the worst bushfires and subsequent deadly East Coast floods recently. Albanese's Labour Party has promised to boost renewables, promote electric cars, and commit to a 43% cut in greenhouse gases by 2030. It was a quick decision on Morrison's part to step down as Prime Minister. Scott Morrison has also decided to step down as the leader of the country's Liberal Party. This means that the party will now need to hold a separate election for the next party chief.
Thank you. I still believe in miracles. I, as leader, take responsibility for the wins and the losses. That is the burden and that is the responsibility of leadership. And as a result, I will be handing over the leadership at the next party room meeting to ensure that the party can be taken forward under new leadership, which is the appropriate thing to do.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.